Okay, welcome to another strategy guide, or I don't know what these are. I guess an analysis of a game. This game is roughly 3750 SR, so that's maybe medium master. Okay, let's get started. Can speed up the start here. Okay, so I'm playing Farah here. Okay, so my first plan always here is to make sure that the high ground is clear. I'm gonna show you something. When you at Hanamur on attack, if you're Farah, at this I think you should always look here on the left. The reason why is because up here Genjis can sit here, and I've had many times that there's a Genji or even a Widow who snipes me here. So make sure when you pass this, just look left quickly. If somebody is here, they do not expect you to notice. So like every time I've noticed that, yeah, there's a Widow or a Genji, they are surprised, like they don't attack me because they're hoping I'm not gonna see them. So you have like a 1 second to react, to boop, or shoot a miss or anything. So yeah, that's the first. Secondly, I usually look here now. People like to sit here, Genjis, tracers or whatever. And I mean, since this is on the way, I might as well look these two places. And it's just good that I do it, because then I know we don't have any flankers who can pick off our healer. Like imagine if we have a Zen and I missed the Genji, he can like just dash from behind in the middle of the fight. Anyway, so up here you wanna clear this, and sometimes they stand here and shoot at you like Ash or someone. Just fire rockets in here. Keep doing that until they hide. If they are mercy pocketed, that's a problem. Then hopefully you're too. If you're not mercy pocket and they are, then maybe a different approach is better. Anyway, let's continue here. So you can see I looked both places. What I'm thinking of here is to see. I'm just gonna lower the sound a little bit. So here I'm trying to check. There's two ways to go as Farah. Either you go main with the team, which I do maybe less than half the time, maybe 1/3. Usually I go here. What you do here as Farah, you go like this, turn around, boop, and boost. And then you're up here somewhere. And that takes like a 1.5 seconds. So before they realize, you're up here, and you can shoot their tanks from the back. And you make their hit scan back. And you can just go around here and just be annoying. Hopefully kill some healers. So yeah, that's what I usually do. In this, but I always test. So here I'm testing to see if the enemy team has a strong defense. Usually they have, but here I noticed something. I'm gonna show you what. Oh wait, that's not first person. There we go. So first you can see that the Orisa shield broke. That's really bad, because if you're gonna hold this point, you should have 2 shields or maybe a Mei, I don't know, something, to keep up the walls or shields. I see it break. And look, it's completely open at this point. Like anyone, a Widow, I don't know, Torbjörn, anything can just shoot in there and hit Orisa, right? Like I can show you like this. So this is open. This is really not good. And look what Orisa is doing. She's backing because she's so low. So this is basically opening this up for us very, very fast. And I see this, so I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna keep pushing here because their defense is slowly backing off or breaking. So I'm just shooting in here. I like this corner here because look, they have to stand here. Like, where do they stand else? Like, sure, they can go maybe here, but then they won't get hits because there's a wall here. So yeah, most of the time this is where they will back, and this is a perfect angle if you're Pharah. And a lot of the time as Pharah, you should just play. I guess like I'm kind of like a, I don't know, like a Junkrat, a DPS support. I'm not really, you know, being super aggressive. Usually it's good to be aggressive, but sometimes like here, it's not a bad thing to help a team with just, you know, pushing them back. So you see that I got a rocket on the Lucia, and the soldier picked him off with Helix, I think. So that's really bad for them. Again, at this point, when I see that, look, where the Orisa is like, I don't know, she went to spawn, okay, she's really low. They have nothing, they're all backing off, they're basically panicking. I'm like, okay, this is the moment you want to go in, because even if they have a hit scan, which they do, she will be so busy to shooting whatever else, like the diva or stuff. She will most of the time not think that a Pharah is coming above here. We can even look at the view of the Ashe and we'll see what I mean. Look here. Did you see that? I shot a rocket and she didn't even notice me coming up here. And that's what I mean, she was so busy. So this was a free entrance for me. Had I gone down here, I would have died. So yeah, that was, timing was good. And now I'm so close, so, and I got mercy boost, so if I lose this fight or die here, then I'm playing bad, so yeah. Yeah, and with mercy boost, that's easy. The reason I booped there was because I had to reload. If I can't shoot, I can like, how do I explain this? Some of them might have me in their crosshair. And I can't just be in the air there reloading, I have to, you know, be quick. So I decided I'll boop them off, just that's a distraction. No, just make them confused for a second, and then I reload and I can continue, right? So yeah. So you can see here two things. I went in, the Ashe didn't see me, I used boop to confuse them. A lot of the way I'm playing is to you know, use the advantage when they're not, I guess, focused on Pharah. Like if they would have been watching out for me, I wouldn't have been able to do anything almost. Ashe would have just, you know, shot me down. So look, they've backed really far. That's not so good, but they don't have a lot of choice. Doom tries to go in. I miss him, that's bad. My aim was a bit shaky, I need to practice on that. You want to hit targets in the air, in Master I think. If you're playing far at least. And I call this out with the Diva, kill the Mercy, and yeah, that's easy. Then go for the Sigma, I lost him for a bit, but yeah, we find him. And then we just take the point here, so we can speed this up. Here I hear the Lucia, but I don't see him, so I end up running in a circle there. Okay, so let's speed up. Yeah, I like to go over here. Okay, so now the thing I'm looking for is this. Either I get an opening pick in these windows, because Widow Hanzo likes to stand here. Sometimes you can like a good angle as Pharah when they stand there, because sometimes they're like shooting at the team. So what you can do is like come from the side here, like from above. So let's say I'm Hanzo, I'm not looking up there, I'm like busy here. So you can come up there, shoot a rocket, go in, he's backing for heals and shoot another. It does sometimes work. So I'm looking for that. If I don't see any opening, I usually won't go in because they can pick me off there with no heal. Mercy rarely goes with me. So I'm just looking for opening, and I decide, okay, the team is going here, so I'll just go with them, and like I did before, I will support them by just shooting rockets into the team fight. It's not the best decision. Like I could flank here, but like I said, if I would go in here, I don't know, like from my perspective, I don't know where the Ashe is or the Widow or what. Okay, I know they don't have a Widow, but I don't know where the Ashe is. So let's say I go in here, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a nice flank. This flank would have been perfect. But I go in there and look, the Ashe sees me and Mercy won't go with me. She's now busy healing them, so yeah, I would have died there. Completely not a good move. Unless, of course, you picked off the Ashe before and you know there's, or the Mercy will go with you, like, so rarely you want to go in like that at the beginning of a fight. So I'm just supporting here. And you can see the problem with the team I'm playing against, they begin to back off as soon as their shield breaks. We have a lot of damage, that's probably why. Probably more than them, since the Ashe is on the other side on their team. Okay, so that's... we lose our Sigma here. Yes, the colors are a bit weird, but that's our Sigma. So we're down 1. I see there's an Ashe, and they're starting to push again. I see we lose Diva again. So at this point, when you lost both tanks, like almost never it's a good idea to use ultimate or to go in for kills. Sometimes I do it by mistake, like I get caught up in the fight, but do not do that. Is my advice if you lost both tanks. Just back off, like there's nothing you can do here really. Maybe you can get some pick, I don't know, but it's gonna be risky. Try to help Mercy, but she looks away instead to fly up, and Ashe gets her. So I'm just hiding here, waiting for a regroup. Can speed this up a little. So yeah, I see the Ashe try to shoot me there. So I'm helping again. I'm not gonna risk going for the Ashe alone there. So I'm just, yeah, helping to do damage. Okay, we get Lucio beat here. Yeah, and the fight is even at this point. Now they get 2 picks on us. 3 picks. So I decide, okay, it's lost again. We lost again, nothing I can do. Back off, no point in dying. Sigma chases me a bit. I look for the Ashe there so I don't get shot, and I just back off. Like at this point people usually start complaining that's not working, and sometimes they blame you for playing Pharah. Yeah, so I see the soldier. I want to, you know, see if I can pick him here. I don't manage, so I'm looking. And there you saw. I noticed there's an Ashe. I didn't even know she was there before she shot the shot. Yeah, that sounded silly. But anyway, before she fired her gun. And now I see her. And I decide, yeah, she's way out of position. She has no heals, nothing here. Like, and she doesn't even know that I'm above her. That's really bad for that Ashe. So yeah, I can just go in. She can't do anything there. Especially with Mercy boost, it's like, even if I miss her, I would have gotten her with 2 rockets. Okay, so we have 1 pick. So I'm like, okay, this is really good. It's 4 versus 5 versus 6. This is winnable. So I go in. Get the McCree there with the barrage. I think I heard him, so I knew he was there. I barraged the Sigma. And that's an example of me being aggressive. Like, after getting that pick, like, here you have to make the decision. We're leading with 1 pick. That was one of the hit scans. Do I take the risk and just go in? And what I mean with going in is like, I just went in that window. I didn't exactly know how many they were up there. I kinda knew, I think there was a McCree. But they could have failed. Let's assume the McCree was ready. He would have flashbanged me when I do barrage. Would have died instantly. So that was a risky move, but when you get a pick, sometimes you gotta just try and, you know, take the opportunity. Because if you wait too long, the Ashe is back and you have to try to get another pick and do it all over again. Here I'm lucky. Okay, so I hear the high noon, and I know if a McCree is high nooning, if I go around the corner and barrage, he won't have time to lock in on me. And that exactly. You see, by the time my barrage is gone, Yeah, and I got the Sigma. I didn't even know she was there. So I go in. You can see that my aim is a bit shaky since, like, now I'm excited. Like, we got 3 picks. Like, okay, this might be the moment we get the point. Like, this is big. Go for Orisa. And the reason I go Orisa here because I've noticed that players sometimes have, like, if I would have left my diva, some heroes have really trouble getting through that shield. So I wanna help with that. Just go around and get rid of her, and nobody can hide behind that shield. She might not be the best target to go for, but in this case I think she's better than chasing Lucia here. It's hard to hit him, and the Orisa it's like it boosts the enemy morale. If you see someone with a shield, you're like, oh, we got somebody, you know, defending. But if she's gone, there's like a Lucia. That's not a lot to go with. I think we get her. Yeah. Now I go for Lucia. We get him. I hear the Ashe. I think she shot me in the back. So me and Diva went for her. We get her. She did get the bob off. He gets booped down. And I think I call out Mercy. We get her. Like, it's going really well so far. But we're starting to lose people. We lost our Diva. I think we lost our both tanks at this point. And yeah. And I realized that they did get too many picks, even though we got a few. So that was unfortunate. Like, we had lost 2 fights, and now we lose a 3rd. Like, this is not going well, I think. So you see, I'm just shooting the openings here, like I usually do. And I just go in here. I manage. Diva helps me. And I got the Mercy boost. Try to get the Mercy, I fail. Now I like, at this point when I missed the Mercy, you see, I miss her. I'm really exposed here. I assume the Mercy is not going to heal me, my Mercy. So I feel, okay, I should just disengage. There's not a lot I can do with Orisa shooting in my face. The Mercy will just, you know, chase me in circles or fly around in circles, and I need to do this push again. It wasn't perfect, even though we got 1 pick. She rested, so I pull out. You can see I went back, and so I'm just playing defensive here, and that's our Genji. Got the Ashe, that's good. So we got a few picks, and yeah, I just go in. I usually look at, like, this point, you see I'm looking for the healers there. That's usually my priority, is hit scans and, you know, healers after that. Here I decided to barrage because, I can tell you why. The Mercy is about to die, so I know if I barrage, she will die, and I can get the Orisa at the same time, so don't have to chase her anymore. And I get 2 picks, so I decide it's a good idea. But Orisa stops me, they use Lucia ulti, and I die. Yeah, so we have lost 14 fights now, I think 4. We're trying to push again. And the Widow gets me, I didn't even see her. Mercy flies up, gets a res on me, which is really nice. This leaves the Widow exposed there. She went way too far out, like she did before. Bad positioning. Almost got the Doomfist there. I'm just shooting, trying to break shield, see if I can get ulti. I heard a wall hack from the Widow, so I'm playing defensive. And half of the game you have to just play defensive and wait for the time. Okay, now I'm going in there, and I can show you what I did there. I think I did Widow. You saw that she tried to shoot me. Let's rewind a little bit and slow this down. This is when I noticed the Widow here. I think this is where. Do you see that shot? Right across here. So I'm like, okay, that widow is after me. I can't go in before she's taken care of. I know she's somewhere there. And I go up here. I'm planning to shoot the widow. Of course, I see her. And this works because, as you can see, she was pulled here by our Orisa. And there's 2 rockets incoming here. And you see, this is kind of... I'm playing like a sniper here. You know... Now I was lucky, the Orisa helped me, but... I usually do this. It's a way to just keep them a bit scared, and sometimes you get them. Like here, I think I do get her. Yeah, both landed, so I got her, and now I go in. Now I have nothing to worry about. I have a Doom, he can't do nothing to me. Okay, so I go for the Orisa. She's an easy target. I barrage, get the Lucio. Go for the Sigma. Boop him off the point so he can cap. Here the Mercy. I think someone called it out actually. I missed her before. I miss her a lot, as you can see. It's not good. You want to hit a lot more than this. But yeah, for this it works. Trying to remember to keep the boost up. You don't want to be too low to the ground here. You're weak. Go over the Lucio. Even if a Lucio drops speed, he has like maybe what, 400 HP or 300. So that's like what, 3 missiles, that, or 4 at the most. That's not a big problem for a Pharah. You can just focus him. Do that. I see the Mercy, so I'm like, I gotta get her. Get her. Go for the Tracer. See the D.Va, and you see that I focus the D.Va because, and I called it out that I said I'm focusing D.Va because she can, you know, dive me and finish me really fast. She's the only threat at the moment. So I'm gonna barrage. She's gonna be a problem. The rest can't do anything really. What are they gonna do to a Pharah during a contest like this? Yeah, and we managed to get it. And the Mercy, and we got it. And I was surprised. It was overtime, and I'm like, okay, this. Before I thought this match was lost. Now I'm thinking it's not completely lost. It's like half lost, I guess. Doesn't feel too great. But that's a thing you have to know. At least I've noticed. In Masters, if you manage to get in Master, many games can end up like this, that they're really even, like on overtime, or like the match feels like you're losing, but then you end up winning. So in Master you have to be patient, and if this were a diamond game or platinum, like this would be almost 100% a loss if it took us this long to cap 2. Doesn't mean you should be throwing or, you know, give up, but like you know that at platinum, if you can't take 2 points, like then it's probably because you're playing against a really good team. But in Master, that's okay. Like both teams are really good here, so you might have been unlucky, and that's totally fine. You can still win a game, even if you had a really bad push or something. I mean, it's Master. People know what they're doing. You can turn fights really quickly in like a few big ultimates. It can happen. Okay, I missed that. So I don't look at the McCree here, and it picks me off. That's bad positioning, not so smart. Get rest, fortunately. I'm looking for the Widow or something up here. I see the Genji. He's trying to poke. I boop him out. That was really good for me. You can see that. The reason it's good to use boop here. I know I would probably not get him here, but since I boop him out, look, my entire team can now shoot at him. So he loses half HP. He gets away because he's a good Genji, but now I can easily finish him. Had I not done the boop, he would have backed off a lot easier. They get a rest, unfortunately. That's fine. Yeah, and I'm just trying to get ulti. My team is holding really well. As you can see, they're getting picks. And like here, I try to, you know, get ulti charge. You have to be really careful if they have a widow. I think they do now. I think I noticed it at some point. So I'm just booping away, trying to distract them. Farm ulti. And here I see the widow. She shoots me twice. She misses one shot. And now I'm hiding. I know, like, I have to be very careful. She can one-shot me. She's good. Just shoot a little from above, make her back. And now I ignore her. I go back. And that's the thing at this point, if you're defending as Pharah. You don't have to chase the widow if they have one. Just shoot a little on her. Be annoying. In Masters, I've noticed most widows are not so good that they will headshot you immediately. They're usually body shot. Like, they usually need 2 or 3 shots before they headshot you. And that's because you've been standing still in a place for too long. So as you can see, I get shot a few times, go down to 40. This is what I mean. Like, had this been maybe Grandmaster, I would have not survived that. But here, you see, I survive with 40 HP. So I get a chance to hide. I get healed up, no problem. So I'm making mistakes, and that's okay. But still, play defensive, but try to do a little damage all the time, just to keep them on the edge. Don't let them like come up here to the high ground, and the widow can stand there and just do what she wants. You can't allow her to do that as far. You don't have to be getting picks all the time, but you gotta at least keep the pressure up on them. Make them know that like this here is like your territory. If they wanna come up here or something, they know that you're there, so they're gonna be like, I don't know, maybe I won't go up there, maybe I'll stay here and try to snipe. And that's good. Like, if she stays here, that's fine. She's not, and she doesn't kill you, that's okay. She's not doing anything really. But if the widow gets here and starts, you know, killing your healers, that's really bad for your team. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to get some oil charge. I booped the road towards us. You can see that. I can show you that again. The boop is really good to use like that. I see he gets hooked and he's gonna escape. So I boop him once again towards us. So he has harder to escape. He would have died anyway, but it's a good practice, I guess, or custom to always boop them back like that. Just make it more difficult. And you can see it's a lot of small things like that boop, trying to get a little ult charge. I'm rarely showing myself twice in the same place, you might notice. I once went to the right, now I'm going to the left. Saw the widow shoot, so I'm looking for her. See my Kree shoot him once or twice, don't see him anymore. Look for the widow, see her up there, go down. The reason I go down here, I'll show you. When I see the widow, she will notice me in like 2 seconds from this. You see she jumped, that's when she saw me. So she jumps, she knows I'm here. Or at least I think she does, maybe not, but I think she does. You know what, let's just look at her. Yeah, she can see me. Yeah, she has me in her sights, or not in her sights, but in her vision. And that's why I think she jumped. So now when I know that, if you can't finish her with those rockets, disengage. You won't do any good staying here. She will just headshot you in. She needs like 2-3 seconds to calibrate her aim and she pops off. So I decide, like, you should. She's seen me, I can't finish her, just disengage. Disengage, nothing you can do there. It sucks, but yeah. So I'm like, I wanna try to shoot her again, but I have to be careful, so I'm looking around and I try. She wasn't there anymore, okay. Now I hear wall hack. I think I heard her on the left, so I kinda know she's there. Just, and the boop was for the tanks, enemy tanks. I hear them coming in, pushing. And if they are pushing really aggressive and your team is backing like this, there's nothing wrong with staying here as Farah. This is a really good spot. You can just shoot here, they can't see you. Unless, of course, they get an Ash that jumps up here and just shoots you. But if you go in here as a tank, like here, like you usually don't look up there, you see up there to the left. So it's a good spot here if they push in like that. It works if nobody's behind you. In this case, I've noticed they rarely push up here. Genji tried before, but now they don't have Genji, so... Oh, I'm gonna back up there a bit. Just gonna speed up. Okay, so I see them pushing in. So here I decide to barrage, because usually when I see two tanks pushing like this, I know one thing. If I can barrage both tanks, they won't push. Like, they can't push without two tanks. And that to me is like a perfect way to use a barrage. If you can get both tanks, that's perfect. If I would have gotten maybe 1 DPS, 1 healer, they can still push with the tanks, even if they're missing 2 people, so... But if they don't have the tanks, this is perfect. So I decide to do it. Get the Hog, but as you saw, the Widow... where was she? No, wait. I think it was... who was it who got me? Oh, it was the enemy Orisa here. Yeah, she got me with the Zen, I think, yeah. So it wasn't the best positioning here. Because I'm up here. This isn't ideal. The best would have been here, maybe, to ult here. Yeah. But that's okay. We got the one. And you can see Hog ults the other. I get rest. We did get both tanks, it worked out, the team helped. Tried to get the Mercy, I fail, which is annoying. The Widow tries to go behind there, that's what I mean with you have to look behind you. Back a little bit more here. Look, when I'm chasing the Mercy, the Widow takes her opportunity. And you see that? If she had been good, she might have headshotted me. Fortunately, it's a hit in the leg here. So nice. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Looks really cool. Yeah, that's fine. Or we can take it from this angle maybe. Yeah, that's a pretty cool angle, to be honest. Very cool. Okay, anyway. So, yeah. Be mindful of that. I noticed it. I survived, fortunately. Boop the Roadhog back. See, there's a Widow there. Yeah, just farm ulti. Try to get some shots. The Widow can't get me there. So here I'm really just lucky she isn't so good. In, I would say, high master, grandmaster, she would have headshotted me by this time a few times already, but she hadn't. So I guess I'm lucky that she isn't the best Widow. As you can see, try to get ult charge. I rarely kill anything. You saw how fast he got the headshot there. That's what I mean. In GM they do that, but consistently every single time. So that's why I'm very careful. And this is where I'm a lot better in this situation. When I'm using cover and I got a good position, I can do a lot more here than trying, I don't know, to snipe the enemy team, you know, from above here. So you have to just play passive in certain situations. Boop them back. You can see that boop was pretty successful. I see them pushing in, so I decide let's boop them back in. We'll stall them a bit, give us more time. And we already got 2 picks, it seems. No, they got 2 picks. But we get both tanks, or McCree gets them with ulti. I go for the Zen. I know he's an easy target, they get me. And yeah, we lose the fight. Looking back, I wouldn't have gone for the Zen. I misread the situation. I should have went for the McCree maybe there instead, but it was anyway lost. Oops. Anyway, so we lose here the point. Let's see here. And now we're on the defense on the second point. Yeah, 3 minutes. We're at the overtime, so this can go anyway. I call out, I think that they go left. Tracer didn't see me, so I get a free pick on her. Call out, they're coming top left. Just, this is a good angle if you're Farah. Try to stay here and shoot, and hide on the left here when they push you. Another, which is okay, is up here. And shoot like this. But it can be scary because sometimes the Mercy can get to you and yeah, and they can just, you know, splash damage in the corner here. Because there's enough space for you to hide here without them seeing you. But like in Orisa, I can shoot a right click and get you there. So you can use this. I've used this maybe on low master. It probably is a okay spot. On like medium master and high master, I wouldn't suggest it. You can try, but this is a lot better if they're pushing top left, because you can shoot here, you shoot here, and if they push here, what you want to do is either, I like to boop them here and throw them down. So you boop them and they fall down there. That's one, because then they are down there. I can hide over here and just, you know, distract them, split them up, make them waste time. Another is to boop them back in here, like shoot it there and they fly back in the room. But this can be a scary situation, especially if you don't notice and they come here and pick you when you're looking here. So you gotta be mindful of that. Watch my hair. So I see the McCree is pushing, I get a bit afraid here, I boop him back, you saw that. That was a kind of panic boop. If he had grenaded me, I would have died. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna battle McCree. I go in here and just barrage, see if I can make them back off. It failed completely, I killed myself. Fortunately, I get a res. They got... I did boop her down, but I failed. Instead of going down here, she went as far as to the point. So yeah, sometimes those boops can be actually worse or bad for you. Okay, so I'm a bit confused here, like there's things going on everywhere. See the enemy diva here, and I noticed the McCree. I managed to get him since he was not so quick in his reaction. I get chased by diva, so I'm like, I'm getting out of here. There's no use dying, so I can just hide. I fortunately find a Zen here, and I'm like, this is perfect. He's not seeing me free pick. Got McCree and Zen now, feeling very confident. You can hear the diva behind me all this time, but at this point, when you got 2 picks like that, this is the moment you want to go aggressive. There's only I usually think it's a matter of time before the diva chases you down or that you die. Try to get as many picks you can, and then you can die, and that's fine. So I go for him, think I did get him. Yes, I did. Diva's still after me. Keep ignoring her. See, I'm still going down, but they focused the diva, and I did survive. I was lucky there. Yeah, I'm just trying to get ulti. Just farming ult charge, really. Calling out that they go top left. Try to get the Tracer here. She escapes. If she does, that's okay. You don't have to chase. You succeeded just by making her back. And now they're pushing top left again. So I'm going to my old position. Just helping team do some damage. Boop them back. I hear the McCree. I don't know where he is, but he was actually here. But I know if he does it, he's either down here or up here. So you can see. First thing I do, run away. And that's usually what you want to do. Unless you're behind him, but yeah, I'm not, so I'm just hiding. hiding. I'm waiting. I heard it pop go off. Then it's no problem. Helped with the Orisa here. It was a mistake. She just takes me down. And why was it a mistake? My team had already went down, so I was alone. I did not notice that. So yeah, bad awareness from me there. I did get a res, which is really nice. And I see them up there. You see what I did there? I used the boop to my advantage. Because if I don't boop them, there's basically no chance I'm gonna get both. He will use Matrix or he will heal or both will shoot. By using the boop here, what I'm doing, and you can see I shoot the boop up here, it's enough to get everything here down. So you don't have to like shoot it at their feet or anything. You can use it on a wall. And this does that both of them fell down. A really bad position now, and I can do like, I'm open to push them however I want. Oh wait, so the BAP jumped up, and I know I have to go for the McCree. I think he gets me here. No, I did survive. Mercy healed me. I get him, very nice. Get the BAP, and yeah. And there I pushed too far, they got me. And now they're doing the last push. So I see it's top left, like last time. Shooting here, just farming ulti, see them push. Think I'm gonna boop, I usually do that. No, I go in. This is the enemy Zen ulti, so you see what I do. Okay, so you saw that. I was about to go in, but since I saw the Zen ulti, I changed my mind in the last second, and I tried to, I'm like, okay, I go to the right here, maybe I can stand here, and they won't see me. And you can see that they're not noticing me. Because that's another thing. In teamfights there's so much sound and effects going on. People sometimes don't even hear if a Pharah is like just above you. It's really silly, but that's how it is in a fight. So you can take advantage of the first seconds of a fight. See, he doesn't even notice me. He's like, ah, this is perfect. And yeah, so I flew out there, and look what I'm gonna do now. Perfect position. See, Diva doesn't see, McCree doesn't. Let's see what happens. Probably gonna use the barrage. Let's see. Barrage, get the McCree. Diva has the Matrix. She has to back off. Ho comes and helps me, and yeah. Yeah, and they slowly get shredded. Oh yeah, I did survive that fight, so let's see what I do. Yeah, I get this Zen, nothing really special here. It was kinda one, I would say, after them having to fall down from the high ground here, they kinda had lost the fight. Let's see this over, why it was really bad for them. So, this high ground, if they had kept it, would have been really good. Okay, so they're panicking, he's really low. The Sigma does see me, as you can see here. But all the other guys miss me. Zen just... Did you see that? Since it's so low time, Zen had to ignore them. Had he stayed there, it could have went better. He does the Matrix, he's like, I'm gonna stay here, this fight, just shoot. Mercy was like going to help me, but she sees I'm in a bad position. And she flies to me in the middle of that. It's really nice. That wasn't perfect, but we did get the Diva and one other guy. And now they're really scared here. Since, yeah. Yeah, so that's it, basically. So I hope you enjoyed this, I guess, commentary tutorial of like what strategies I use as far, and maybe it will help you with any other hero you play, or if you want to get to master, it will help you to know what kind of mindset you need, and yeah, you have to make a lot of small things. It doesn't have to be a big ultimate that gets like all 5 of the enemy. Like small fights where you get one guy or you do a boop or small things like that, they add up during 15-20 minutes. So yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.